Welcome dear followers. Today I wanted to highlight a very important topic, especially for business owners and entrepreneurs. I've seen a lot of my friends and followers, colleagues who have their own business having a major issue how to understand themselves within their own company, in a sense of whether when should he take the profit from the organization, quarterly, semi-annually or annually, or just treat himself as the company is his own pocket whenever he wishes, likes, needs, put the hand in the pocket of the organization and take whatever he wants. And I've seen a lot of people, they do that and they're confused. At the end of the day, if you're talking about professionalism and realistically, you're stealing from your own company. Yes, you are stealing from your own company. Even though it's yours, no one questions you, no one dare to talk to you, not even your accountant, your financial manager, no one. Because everyone understands this is your own company, it's your own will, you're gonna bear the consequences of whatever you do and your own action. So I've seen a lot of individuals, they do that and they got affected big time and they don't understand why. I remember I've been invited to one of my colleagues, special friend, who has a major organization, and he was telling me, Salam, I need your help, and I don't know why I'm losing in my own business, and I'm facing a lot of problems, and I need you to come and evaluate and check and see what's going on. So the moment I came into his accounts, and I came to his records, when I checked, I say, no one is stealing from your organization. No one is doing anything wrong. You'll be shocked that you're the only person who's stealing from the company. He's like, how is it possible? I'm stealing from the company. I say, yes, you're stealing from the company. Because when I check the records and I see every month 4 or 10 times that you're taking money from your company account without considering the consequences of the cash flow. And what's your liability? Whether this is liable at this moment or it's liable later on. Whether it should be credited back or it should be balanced with other accounts. So here where they get confused. So I advise them exactly what to do and what's the solution and how to avoid that. Generally, guys, to be in the safe side, you can't treat the organization as it's you personally. You have to treat it as a complete separate account. Your personal accounts should not mix with your organization account. Yes, it is your company. Yes, you have created. Yes, you're the only person who's bringing the business, connection, your idea, your creation, whatever it is. But in the financial records, in an accounting system, you can't treat your organization like that, and you can't abuse your financial records. For you to be in a balanced situation, in a balanced financial records and action, you have two options. Whether you treat yourself as an employee in the organization, similar to all the people that you have. They have a time frame, they spend their time, their efforts on the organization, and then you give them their value. You have to treat yourself the same thing. What is your value in the organization? Is it 10%, 20%, 50%, or 100%? You need to understand your monthly expenses, whether it's from your personal expenses or your corporate expenses, monthly, daily, whatever. And then you have to put that as a liability in your organization, and then you see whether your cash flow, monthly cash flow, can digest these figures, can adapt these figures. smoothly without affecting your financial records, without affecting your monthly cash flow, without affecting your records and database. Second option is that you don't want to treat yourself as an employee and take a monthly lump sum. So you say, I will wait until I make profit in the organization. That could be, there could be a lot of question marks in that, because some of the organization you can't make a profit immediately. Some of it you have to wait for 6 months, some of it you have to wait for 1 year, some of it you have to wait for 4 years. God knows. It depends on how you're managing your financial system, your financial records. So if you decide to do that, then you need to understand, yes, I'm going to take from this organization, end of the year, a lump sum of 10%, 20%, whatever, or 2 years, and so on. So at least your financial records are clear, and at least you have owner's equity, which can be distributed at the end of the financial records and financial balance sheet. So this is how you're supposed to treat yourself. For me, I like to treat myself as an individual employee in the company, where I actually spend the time, 9 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours. I'm the one who's bringing the business. Then I need to categorize whether each project I bring, there is a percentage for me, considerably, you could say a bonus, or you could say a commission to my own self. At the same time, I treat myself as an employee, and the time that I give to the organization, if I brought a general manager or I brought a director, how much will be the salary range, and then I give it to myself. And then personally, I play with it, I save it, I pay my own expenses, school, rent, car, loans, whatever, credit card, travel, fun, anything. And that way it's very clear to your financial manager, and very clear to your accountants, very clear to your records, to your audit team, how to manage your cash flow, and it won't affect your company. But if you do the opposite, and you come every time, and you whenever you feel like putting your hand and taking that money without understanding the consequences, that what will happen, that your financial manager has been placed the cash flow in order so that it doesn't affect your checks and balances, then they won't have any situation. But if you do that, then definitely there will be check bouncing, there will be due dates on an installment payment, there will be delays on the payment of whomever, the suppliers or subcontract or whomever that you owe money to. So that's why don't get so excited, don't get so happy whenever you start a business. You have to wait, you have to be patient, you have to understand that this money does not belong to you. It belongs to the people who has stood next to you, who has supported you, who has given you that push of completing the project. So they become your allies, they become your partners in whatever things, whatever business you do. So you have to consider their share fare and the money that you have to return it back to them. And then whatever settlement you have done, the balance amount that could be shared between you and your partner, could be shared between you and whatever employees that you promised to give them bonuses. And then you do it in that way. Said that, I hope it's given a clear message to the business owners, and I hope that you could understand how you treat yourself in your own organization fairly, because you will be cheating your own self, you will be cheating your company, you will be stealing from your own company, which is not good, which is gonna end of the year gonna affect you badly. And then it will be a huge liability that you won't understand, and you won't be able to settle it. If you have a big background of a fixed income from a real estate or whatever, and then you can cover those liability, no issue. But generally saying, for those who actually only depending on that business, then it's gonna affect you so badly. Now other subject is that I've seen also a lot of owners that they don't improve and they don't succeed in their business field or in the market. Is that I always advise them they need to have a huge connection, a big database. What do you mean, Salim, by a huge connection and database? What I mean by that is actually you have to be very social active. I've seen a lot of business owners, they're very shy, they're very indoor, closed in their own office, and they do business, okay, it's maintaining, it's managing, but they're not improving. No one knows them in the market. Sometimes their products are amazing, it's really good, but because the owner is so shy, the owner is not that social active, it doesn't go out that much, it doesn't connect with people that much, definitely you won't be successful. Definitely you will have a lot of hiccups in your own business, because no one knows you, no one know how to deal with you, because they don't know your personality. So you have to sell yourself, you have to market yourself, you have to have a huge customer database, you need to have that connection of a VVIP people. I mean, not only locally but internationally also. If you know, a couple of days ago, so I had this issue, and I remember someone asked me for a help in another country, and I was thinking, I was like, oh my God, you know, I have connection in so many places, but except this country, how come? Why not? So I started digging and searching and getting, and I got so annoyed that I don't have a single person known to me in that country. So it affected me badly. I couldn't respond to that person who actually requested me for a help. So it's like a debit and credit. So the more that you support, the more that you help. I mean, I'm talking about, you know, any type of help, supporting, standing, pushing, whether it's a mental, whether it's an advice, whether it's any kind of a support, you always keep a credit to that person. So whenever you are in need, you'll always ask that favor back. So you need to have a connection in every country, in every city, in every organization. So today, if I want to check with who do I have in any authority, let's say police, municipality, you need to have certain connection with someone to support you, to help you, to understand you, to ease the process to you. I'm not talking about a corrupted way, I'm talking about a very genuine relationship, a good relationship. So the moment that you have that good relationship with any individual who has a power in any entity, with any authority, in any country, right, then you are very much stabilized in the business. You don't have any issue, because you have a card of every issue, you have a key of every problem, you have a solution of every chaos. Because the moment that you are in any circumstances or a situation, you're going to pick up the phone, so and so, definitely, Salim, don't worry, it's done, please bring 1 2 3 4 5, and we'll try our best. Thank you very much, done deal. So you need to have that. So today, ask yourself, where is your connection? How many people do you know? What is your database? How many business cards that you have? Who's willing to support you as the worst case scenario? Who's willing to stand next to you whenever you have an issue? Whether it's a financial issue, whether it's a business issue, what's an advisory issue, whatever. Even though in the banks, you need to have that connection, because sometimes the banks are so strict that they won't allow, you know, to give you that little bit of exception or little bit of understanding that what exactly you're planning to do, and to finance you or to help you or to facilitate you. It will be very difficult. But the moment that you have a very strong connection, someone who knows you very well, knows your reputation, obviously it will be very easy to help you and support you. I hope, guys, my advice has added the value to you. It's from realistic life examples. I've been there, done that, and thank God it's been a great and a pleasure adding those bullet points to my career, to my business entity, and it definitely gave a beneficial interest, and I hope you guys take it in consideration and apply it and see the result by yourself. Hope you have a lovely day. Take care and ciao.